is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No.
This
Just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Sept shotgun here.
I love when you do it.
That was a good one. I gave it to you.
A couple more seasons, and I just wanted one sound.
Yeah.
That's
Welcome
all.
to
Yes.
DBL. Happy Tuesday. Sept shotgun house.
Yes. The only true fans will know what he's saying. Everybody else will turn.
Sam, where were you this morning? You said you were...
I was volunteering at my daughter's school. I'd love to help out in the classroom because those teachers definitely overworked, underpaid. So as much as I can help out and also survey, I kind of look around, kind of see what Sophie's doing, her classmates are doing.
You stay away from that Timothy. I see him over there. Lawson this morning, his teacher, because I love how hands-on the teachers are. I don't know how this is in every school, but my teacher, Lawson's in first grade, he pulled out his tooth and she recorded it so we didn't miss it. And it's his front tooth.
Oh, wow.
So he
That's
took
a
it
big
out
one.
and he was kind of like crying because I talked to him. He was scared. And then last night he's like, everyone's going to make fun of me because I don't have a front tooth. And I'm like, buddy, I'm like, when you get older, those are the cutest pictures.
And you tell him Sophie's missing 2 front teeth.
Wow. So send me a picture so I can show him tonight.
Are you going to do Tooth Fairy?
Yeah.
How
I'm
much?
not gonna.
How
what are you
much?
talking about? The Tooth Fairy just comes.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Tooth Fairy will come.
Right.
You're going to spoil kids' dreams, Tori? Hey, Tori Shulman, everybody.
Turn off your teeth. Turn them off.
I don't have kids.
It'd be a Disney movie made of Tori.
Tori's over here. They're old enough to know.
They should know the truth.
All right, let's get to it. Speaking of the truth, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, they're the truth. Well, he was talking about their rumored romance with his girl, his boo, Taylor, on his podcast with his brother Jason. Travis spoke about all the attention he's getting ever since he was seen leaving Arrowhead Stadium with Taylor, then driving off in his convertible. Let's take a look at that.
I did this to myself, Jason. I know this. I just thought it was awesome how everybody in the suite had nothing but great things to say about her. You know, the friends and family. She looked amazing. Everybody was talking about her in great light. And on top of that, the day went perfect for Chiefs fans, of course. We script it all, ladies and gentlemen. But to see the slow motion chest bumps, to see the high fives with mom, to see how, Chiefs Kingdom was all excited that she was there, was absolutely hysterical. It was definitely a game I'll remember, that's for damn sure. And then we just slid off in the getaway car at the end.
If you don't know, Getaway Car is the name of a song, just so you know.
Oh, it is?
From Taylor Swift. I'm gonna get away car.
Wow.
Yes.
Children and a musical talent.
I'm in a getaway car.
What a catch. Meantime, fans are going crazy online. They're posting Travis and Taylor inspired merchandise on Etsy, like t-shirts and luggage. It's getting a little out of hand. I'm still having fun with it at this
Sam
point.
said she's out. What
Sam,
is
you're
that?
out? You're out? The week's not even done yet.
I know. I like T Swift. I'm not a huge Swiftie like Tori is, but I love her music more for Sophie, and I appreciate her talent. I always thought Travis Kelce was a cutie patootie. Hearing him talk about it, it just felt very inflated of an ego. And
He's dating Taylor Swift.
I know, but driving off, like, what is this, Grease in a convertible? It's just too much for me now.
He didn't buy that for that moment.
He's producing this, and I'm not for it. It doesn't feel sincere anymore.
Oh my! Look, as somebody that is the resident cynic here, I honestly, have seen tapes of him talking about Taylor 4, 5, 6 years ago.
True.
I think sometimes because we are so cynical with this world, which we have to be, because everything you see online, you're like, oh, there's a cut in the tape. That's not real. Sometimes, you just land your dream girl.
Did he have to drive off in a convertible for everybody to see? I just wish he kept it a little bit more about her and not about the showboating to everybody else.
Can I suggest something? May I suggest both of you are right? It is half a promance, meaning a professional romance where it's choreographed in that way, because let's be honest, Taylor, everything is choreographed, from her I won to a lot, but it's all great to me. But I also think there's a spark there between them. So I think it could be growing like a chia pet into something.
Okay.
And I also think the Joe Alwyn's, the rumor was with the Swifties, he didn't appreciate her show Taylor self. He appreciated her ever more woodland pandemic self, the very inward. She wants someone that wants come on, and he's that guy. So I kind of hope for the best for them.
All right. I'm going to leave it there because I'm sure we got more to talk about later on in the week. Let's
you
get to
hear
some
what I
other
said
stories.
at all?
I thought they were great points. You weren't
Okay.
looking
Did
at
you
me.
hear
I
the
was
part
shaking my
about
head.
the woodland creature?
He was shaking his head.
I was
He
shaking
was.
my head.
Yes,
Do you
he
need
was.
confidence?
Yeah.
Okay, just picture me always doing this
thank
all the
you.
time.
Okay.
Yes, Tori.
Excellent.
Correct, Tori.
Thank
Great
you.
point, Tori.
Thank
okay.
you.
Some fans are considered Tori. Oh, I'm sorry. Some fans are concerned about Britney Spears and Tori.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Ever since she posted this video dancing with knives, so in the caption, she said they weren't real knives, but some fans didn't buy it and believed her small dogs in the background were at risk and should be taken away. Britney then posted and deleted another video dancing in the same outfit with boots, this time with a bandage on her arm. I wonder what could have happened. Some fans said they also saw cuts on her legs. Kind of. Sam, why don't you just help me out here? What do you think about the dog thing? Let's start there.
I think the dogs are fine.
Okay.
At least I hope
Yes.
they are. For people to be concerned, we've said this now for a number of seasons. I love Britney Spears. I want the best for Britney Spears, but this is not normal behavior. It's not. I don't care what people say online to make them feel like that she's just free and happy and doing her own thing. At the end of the day, I'm not a clinician, but this seems very manic. And we do know that she has struggled with substance abuse. I'm not saying she is on anything, but we've also know that she struggles with borderline personality disorder. These feel like manic moments, and I hope she gets the help she deserves.
Do you guys think the avalanche of attention and scrutiny that is put upon or will be put on anybody that attempts to intervene or have not a conservatorship or some kind of step in to help her, whatever you would call that under the eyes of the law, do you think that that kind of scrutiny would scare people off?
No, because can I be honest, if you're a real interventionist, you can do this correctly. You can do this which is appropriate for her, out of the cameras. I've always stuck
But
up.
whose call is it to make that, to get that interventionist?
I have always said, and I've always stuck up for her and saying she can do what she wants, but she needs someone in charge of her conservatorship. That person who's in charge of her estate would then apply to have an interventionist come and work with her. At this point, I have to agree with you guys. This is really scary, really frightening. I don't think she's okay. I highly not only think of the conservatorship that I've always said she needs, but now I do think at some point we might need, again, not a clinician, an intervention in this because she's all alone.
Right.
We haven't seen a single human walk by in that enormous house in a long, long time. Those knives look really real to me. Really, really real. So I'm with you guys. She needs some help.
Yeah, my whole thing is just quickly how society changed things over the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Right? Society got that conservatorship taken away, and now we're seeing it maybe not for the best. Maybe it wasn't the best thing. Maybe her dad not having control of it, but maybe someone else being in charge.
And she did ask for that.
Maybe should have happened.
Yeah.
But society, even a judge felt pressure. And that was the same for networks, for wherever you work. Whatever society with their crazy ideas got like a cancer into big things, judges, networks, and it changed people's minds. And now we're living with those repercussions of what happened over the last 3 years. And Britney Spears is one of them. And I hope nothing bad happens, like I've said for the past 3 years. Something bad's gonna happen, and then where are Britney fans gonna be? Why didn't anyone help her? Because of you. That's why. That's exactly why. Speaking of Britney Spears, Britney's sister Jamie Lynn Spears made her debut on Dancing with the Stars last night. Unlike her sister, Jamie Lynn said she wasn't confident about her dancing ability, but her tango was good enough to get her to week 2. Her mom, Lynn, was in the audience cheering her on. Maybe she should have swung by Britney's house to see how she's doing. Former Bachelorette Charity Lawson received the highest score of the night with her tango.
Look at that dress. Look
my
at that
God,
dress.
did you see her kick?
Yes.
Enough with the kick.
professional.
My man Jason Mraz got the second highest score with his cha-cha.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay.
But he's not doing anything. He just fell.
What are you talking about?
stop.
That looked
Hayden.
horrendous.
Dude, the dance floor is almost on fire because of those
dude,
moves.
no.
Former NFL star Adrian Peterson also made it through to round 2. Just going back quickly, the fact that Tori doesn't like Jason Mraz double downs the fact that he is going to win this competition.
He's
If you
like,
didn't hear me before.
"Whoops." Okay.
But actor Matt Walsh,
This is
who
my
left
guy.
rehearsals, oh really? Last week, Al? He's gone. He left over to writer's strike.
Yeah.
That's your guy.
I go down with the ship.
Yeah,
but,
he did.
I'm
He
loyal.
was voted
not
off last
great.
night. But get this, we have to mention Vanderpump Rules star Ariana Madix, who wore a red dress, similar to the revenge dress she wore on the reunion with her ex, Tom
How did she do?
Sandoval.
How did she do?
She was 4th. She did
Was
merengue.
Did she really?
No. I have no
he
idea.
doesn't know.
Anyone know how she did? Did she do well? She did. Okay, good for her. Because Tom Sandoval came out with a new podcast. Everybody loves Tom.
I saw.
Everybody loves Tom.
And I have to listen. I'm not a Tom fan, but he's leaning into it, trying to troll himself.
Yeah.
And the whole setup to how he came up with Everybody Loves Tom is somebody reading to him the suggested titles, which is like scumbag and names I can't repeat on air.
Wow.
And then he chuckles and says, "Well, let's just call it Everybody Loves Tom." So he's trolling himself. I know it's a little bit ew, but. It's interesting.
It is interesting. It is interesting. Coming up on DBL, Google is celebrating its 25th anniversary. What was the first thing ever Googled? And Jack Osborne is telling us what it was like doing grueling challenges on the Special Forces reality competition show.
I'm showing them Tom Sandoval's new podcast.
Are you doing the trailer?
Yeah.
We really need to come
Can you see? You can hear.
We have been working with a focus group, and we asked them to
he's-
describe you, and these are the words that they...
He's leaning into being a heel. We got it.
No, you're not listening.
I mean,
He's
we're
not
on
listening.
right now.
Okay, and then it has, okay, so Tom Sandoval from Scannable is trolling himself. Okay?
Can I have the camera for 1 second, Taylor? You know that Sam is that person you know Sam's that person where she's like, look at this hilarious video, and you look and it's at 2:36 and you're like, don't show me the whole thing.
No,
you were
because
just
I get
doing
uncomfortable.
it. That was like a 4-part miniseries to get to Everybody Loves. And you're just like, oh gosh. And then they get to the funny part and they're like, no, wait, I went past it. Hold on.
I have friends who do that. You know who that? Jeff. Jeff will always be like, here,
on camera, and then there's a...
Jeff, do you show long videos?
2.5 minutes, and I'm all uncomfortable.
First of all, I'm the one who said people who show you long videos, and then I made fun of myself saying, watch this video.
You've done it to me, though.
Okay, wait.
I have.
Jeff, bigger question. How long of a video can you show
No,
somebody?
it can't be long.
It could be
What-
30
what-
seconds.
what's-
Not even.
No,
30 seconds.
20 seconds, otherwise
I
you
think
gotta
it's
email
20.
me. Or,
Yes.
You can't
Or
do-
text it later. Be like, check this
30
out.
seconds.
No,
Yeah.
30's a
You
long
can't do
time.
30.
To stand there with your
It's
phone,
access.
What if it's
Whatever.
hysterical?
you got to send that. You have to
Really?
sit, yeah, because 30
So
seconds.
is it like this? Oh, I fell
I like
down,
it.
and like that's all you get to share.
If it's going to be a fall down, you need to get, that needs to be like 7.
Oh my God, we have no attention span.
I know we don't.
You can't hold the
what do you
phone
think
for
is
30
hilarious, too,
seconds,
other
like wait
people
till
are
it
just
comes.
like,
I don't want someone looking over my shoulder.
It's a
The
lot.
whole time.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah, don't bully me.
Because if you, like, Tori tells a story,
Justine.
do you know what I'm saying? That's a good...
Welcome back to DBL. Some stars are celebrating birthdays today, like Gwyneth Paltrow, Jenna
your
Ortega, Lil Wayne, and Avril
Weezy.
Lavigne.
Complicated.
Happy birthday.
I was shouting out Lil
Complicated
Wayne.
for Avril
I
Lavigne.
named my LLC after Lil Wayne, so I can
You
shout out.
did?
Yeah, 6 foot, 7 foot LLC.
Oh my gosh, 6 foot, 7
Yes.
foot.
8
Yes.
foot bunch.
I was on the phone. This is
Daylight.
crazy.
Sam pointed to you because she forgot
Yeah.
what came after 7 foot.
8 foot.
I was on the phone with Wayfair customer service, and he asked what the name of my LLC was. It was like a 40-year-old white guy, and I go 6, and he goes, "Is that from the Lil Wayne song?" I was like, "Dang right it is."
Yep.
Like
Yep.
hip hop is everywhere.
Mine was a Harry
Yeah.
Belafonte song. I apologize. The one I was-
Hey, shout out to Harry as well. He's a legend.
What was?
6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch.
Yes.
That's a Harry Belafonte.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. But I like the lyrics to Lil Wayne's better. If you listen to, like, he talks about some pretty crazy things.
Is that right?
Sam has no idea.
Yes, I do.
Karen
He talks
is
about.
spinning in her chair right now because she's trying to get
Okay.
more hands-on producing, and we went off the rails.
We're
He talks
sorry.
about how
Sam doesn't care.
the family tree and sleep is the cousin of death.
Kind of.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you
she
very
knows.
much.
Sam's only on like once or twice a week.
She's okay.
Karen.
Don't
Okay,
worry
we'll
about
get
Karen.
We'll get back on track. Did you guys know it was Google's birthday today? Happy birthday, Google. The search engine turns 25 today. It was founded by 2 Stanford University students back in 1998.
Cardinal, just one.
Cardinals. He said
Cardinal.
2 Stanford.
Yes, but
So
it's the Stanford Cardinal.
This is out of control. I like it.
Wow, we should get some beers up here.
Yeah.
There are roughly 8.5 billion Google searches a day, but can you guess the first thing searched
don't show
on Google? They're not going to show it.
Okay. 1998.
You wanna
Oh,
guess,
I know.
Tori? All right.
Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic. It has to be 1997, 1998-ish.
I'm going Tupac.
That's good.
What?
98
I'm
Tupac?
going
Yes.
who killed Biggie.
in 90.
That's
Yeah,
not bad.
no, I didn't-
well, depending on when he died.
Yeah.
I'm going boy band, something boy band.
Okay.
Is that the craze back then? All right, I have the answer
98.
here.
98.
I have the answer
Okay,
here.
here we go.
Oops.
Okay. This is exciting.
Who's that? Gerard Casper?
What?
Gerard? Gerard?
Who's
Gerard?
that? Who's
Who is
Gerard? Who's
Who is that?
Gerard Casper?
I know.
Who is
I
it?
don't know.
Can someone tell us?
It says?
He was the president of Stanford University at the time.
I was going to say something about Stanford. Darn it.
No, you were
Did
not.
I not start the whole thing off with Cardinals?
All right, we got to go. That was the worst
Cardinal.
segment we've ever done on this show. At 7. Hey, happy birthday, Google, Gerard. See you. We'll be right back.
Gerard.
Gerard?
Welcome back to DBL. Whether it's the most extreme survival challenges or the darkest pits of the paranormal, Jack Osborne has seen it all. And earlier, we spoke with him about his latest adventure on Special Forces' World's Toughest Test. Take a look.
Please welcome to the show, Jack Osborne.
Hello, Jack. First, we want to say a big congratulations and mazel tov on tying the knot recently.
Yes.
Very much. Thank you.
Oh, look how sweet y'all look. That's beautiful. I do want to get to the new season of Special Forces, which is the ultimate physical and mental test. It didn't look that difficult. So I'm just kidding. How difficult was it really? Was it awful?
You know, you said it right there, physical and mental. It was so much more mental than physical because they keep you on edge the entire time. The DS, like the cadre who are in charge of us, are so mean. They just beat you down constantly. I think I was called every name under the sun. But I think it was my good 80s parenting that, you know, from my folks that got through it.
That's right. It makes you tougher. Jack,
Yep.
I'm such a big fan. I watched all your stuff, and I love your sense of adventure. But it is kind of surreal seeing you on a show with Tom Sandoval. What was your first impression of the overall cast?
You know, I was really excited to meet everyone. We got on the bus, and they didn't show it in the show, but I couldn't see anyone's faces because, like, a lot of people wearing hats, whatever. And so we get on the bus, and Tom had like a ski mask on, and he takes it off, and he introduces himself, and I just screamed out, "Oh, we got a Scandoval here!" And then I felt really bad because I could just see he was like, "Oh."
He's like, even Jack knows about it.
Yeah, right. Unreal. That is unreal. Okay, so you recently mentioned your mom is like a car and needs to be brought back into the shop every few thousand miles. So does it bother you that she still goes under the knife, or do you support her?
I support her. Listen, if, you know, my mom is very tasteful with it, I think. You know, there are some people that I do think go a little crazy. But it's funny, like, I said that comment and it went everywhere, but that's what she says to me every time. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, it's my, you know, it's my 3-year tune-up.
Okay, so the Osbornes, never missed an episode, loved it. It was such a groundbreaking show. And you've all returned to do the Osbornes podcast again this month. How is everyone different since we used to watch the MTV version?
You know, I'd like to think we're all, you know, older and wiser and, you know, come to our senses. But, you know, I think we're just older versions of our old self. You know, there's a lot of, you know, smack talk and, you know, riffing. But it's fun. It's just been, it's actually been really enjoyable to put together and do and, like, sit there and have, like, a discussion about things that, like, we kind of normally wouldn't discuss in such a structured way. So I don't know, it's been interesting.
It's refreshing.
I'm over here looking at Jeff, our co-host, has a podcast with his wife, and you were shaking your head because it is good to talk about these things.
It's kind of therapeutic in some sort of way, right? You talk about things that you normally wouldn't, yeah.
100%, yeah. Like, I mean, this week's episode, we're talking about, like, secret societies and Illuminati and stuff.
Ooh.
And, like, that's stuff that if I ever bring up with my parents, they kind of roll their eyes. But because we're doing a podcast, they're kind of forced to engage.
Exactly.
I mean, we got to stay on the podcast topic because you have a new podcast called Ghosts and Grit, and you've done now several paranormal shows at this point. So tell us, what's the freakiest thing you've ever seen?
Man, I've had things where, like, doors have opened up in front of me. I've heard, like, disembodied voices. I've had flashlights turn on that are sat on the ground. You know, I've had some pretty wild things, and you know, we get into it. You know, for the most part in the podcast, it's more about me. You know, with guests talking about it and stuff. And the stuff that happened to my mom was pretty wild.
What? Wait, that's your mom? That's Sharon passed out in the chair? That's terrifying. What happened to her?
We don't know. We were doing a ghost hunt, and she literally passed out for about 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
The hospital, they ran every test imaginable, and they found nothing wrong with her. But when you see the it's some of the freakiest stuff ever.
Oh my You still continue to ghost hunt after that moment?
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
I will. I just don't bring her anymore. She's too much of a liability.
Oh my gosh.
Keep her out. That's
Jack, we could talk to you for hours.
Good
Thank you so
Lord.
much for joining us today. DBL Nation. Check out Jack on the new season of Special Forces World's Toughest Test starting this week on Fox. And you can't miss his new podcast, Ghosts and Grit, premiering Friday, October 13th. How appropriate, wherever you get your podcasts. Congratulations, Jack. Great to see you. Very excited.
Congrats on everything.
Thanks, buddy. Welcome back. Fall is a great time to check your tires and see if you need new ones before the winter weather starts. That's today's Auto Alert, sponsored by Ox Car Care. First up, check the tread wear bars. As these bars become even with the top of the tread, it might be time for new tires. Next, tires deflate slowly over time, but if your tires continue to lose air, it may be time to get them replaced. Last, to prolong the life of your tires and reduce uneven wear, rotate them every 5,000 miles. Ox Car Care is dedicated to providing you with an amazing auto protection plan experience that works with your budget. If you're looking for better car care, give them a call today at 800-946-5040. Get your tires checked.
That's right. It's a big deal. Seriously.
I do think
Isn't
I
there
need
something like with a penny, if you put a penny halfway down?
Abe Lincoln needs to be showing up to the nose.
Good tip.
Good job, Tori.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right. I don't know if